Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're back with another video in the garage. It's another garage storage and cleanup update because as you can see, it's still, we got them things, that's chairs that we don't want, so we got to figure out how to return those to Amazon. Big things coming, things are moving and grooving. So what today's plan is, we're gonna start cutting up the lumber. We're doing a shelf over the washer and dryer, and it's gonna run all the way down. It'll still be open in the back so we can access the water heater and everything behind that shelf. But yeah, it's gonna be about from yeah to yeah, probably like 13, 14 feet long. I think it's just under 14 feet because it'll hit the garage door open buttons. So stay tuned, and we'll catch up to you in a little bit once we get all the pieces cut. Nissa, are you even a real YouTuber if you don't watch other YouTubers while you're YouTubing? Holy shit, it's a YouTube inception, damn it. Just to fill you guys in, we got two 2x4x16s. We're gonna cut these at 160 inches, and this is gonna be the front and back ledger for the shelf that we're building. So it'll be one of them is the wall and screw into the studs in the wall, and then we'll be out front, and then we're gonna cut some shorter 2x4s at 6 foot, and the shelf will be 6 feet at the bottom. So we'll measure it out now.
Hope this one works. It's on the belt driven. So it's got a big pump with a couple belts set on it. This one is a direct drive. So this one's a little smaller. I actually like belt driven ones better, but I usually run
This is taking garage storage to a whole new level.
Most of my power washers, and trust me, I did power wash it pretty well. It's not broken a lot. I like a Honda 13 horsepower engine. I like belt driven pump, crayons, ARs.
You're back.
They get the job done.
All right, so coincidentally, we cut these down to 160 inches, these long boards, and it just so happens that left us with 32-inch pieces from each cut, which is exactly what we need. What, woman? Sorry. We're filming over here. She's over here interrupting. This is serious business. I'm trying to make us some cheddar. So it left us with those 32-inch pieces, which is exactly what we needed. And then I cut 12 more to fill the inside to, give support and whatnot. So that's where we're at. I'm gonna throw those. What do I do with this microphone? Here, you film me. This will be even better.
You should cut me out.
No, I'm not cutting nothing out. You're in this. You gotta, be in there like swimwear. That's what the kids say. All right, so we got these marked at 12 inches a piece. We're just gonna screw them in place, and we'll check back in once I'm done with that. It's coming along rather quickly, a lot quicker than I thought I was gonna be doing. For some reason, when I do things, it always takes forever, and this time it's going pretty quick. So we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, well, we got legs cut. So this shelf is gonna, basically what we'll do, look at this. You sandwich these together like this. The shelf will sit in here. It'll be supported here, screwed to this piece, and it should be pretty strong. And it's gonna be, I'm like 5'10", 5'11", so the bottom of that, I think I said this already, but the bottom's gonna sit right at 6 feet. So more than enough room for me. Any tall people can smack your head on it. I don't care. So this was a pain. But yo, we're making progress. I'm gonna go grab the wife. I think what I'm gonna do is screw some of the legs together, and then screw the legs to the top, and then kind of shimmy it into place. You can see, like, I'm still gonna move the shelf out. I don't know what I'm doing for washer dryer. I might just leave them in place and try to screw it in from there. But yeah, I think that's the overall game plan for right now. Just get the legs on and try to lift the back and get the whole thing set into place. and then screw it to the studs. So I gotta mark the studs first. So we'll do that now, and then we'll move on. All right, we'll check back in a little bit. Oh boy, we made a lot more progress there than I thought I was gonna. I would finish it up, but I gotta go to work. So here we are. You can see we got the shelving. We got the legs. We did the outside legs. Got it into place. And let's see. We screwed these lag bolts, structural screws, lag bolts, whatever, into the 2x4 studs in the wall. And probably hit a couple more of them, but we got enough for right now to hold what's on there. And then some OSB plywood on top. So I gotta, maybe tomorrow, I'm just gonna mark it and just run this off right along it and cut it to size. The other thing we're gonna have to do, oh, and then in here where the step ladder is, I'm gonna do some shelving. We had this guy, one of these plastic shelves in there, which is fine, but some of the things you put on there are a little too heavy and the shelf starts, bending, whatever. We'll find that. Maybe I'll give that to my brother. He's got a house. He needs shelves. What else? Talking to wifey, we might do another like a drop down in here. We just got to be careful of where this comes to. But if I do something that comes to here, it gives another row of storage. And then maybe something. The ladder's in the way. Let's see if I can aim this stupid thing. It's hard because I decided to do this on. You know what? Hold on one sec. We're gonna stop this and then turn the camera around. And now the camera's turned around. Makes life a lot easier. Can we zoom out? There we go. Okay, so move this ladder out of the way. I was gonna do some kind of storage in there, but that's kind of thin, so I don't know. But I mean, it's a decent amount of space. So I might figure out something, like just some tall, thin storage, something to do there, or maybe slide these back over this way, put something in there. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Oh, I got an idea. Maybe I'll move that over there and do like a little rollout trash can or something. I don't know. I'm creative. I'll figure something out. But yeah, the other thing we have to do is I want to do new lighting in this garage anyway, because it's not the brightest. But I'm probably just going to end up taking that light, just unwiring it, and climbing up in the attic. And if I climb up in the attic, drop the wires down into the wall and poke them out, and then do the lights underneath here so that we can actually see what we're doing, which that kind of throws a wrench in the plan of if we wanted to do shelving under there, I don't know, we'll figure it out. It's for now I gotta go to work, so it's not my problem anymore. That's a problem for future me, and that guy's an idiot. So all right, we'll check back in tomorrow and you get to see the progress on the top. All right, see you later. All right, guys, check it out. We got the plywood put up top. It's a whole lot of space up here. I could fit a bunch of those totes or whatever. Yeah, lose a little bit with the AC drain line or the AC pan sits and stuff, but still trying to take advantage of all the vertical space we have. And then I'm undecided if I'm probably not gonna empty all the boat crap onto there. I think the boat crap's gonna end up on this shelf, and then maybe a mix of, I don't know, mix of stuff. Get what I can off of this shelf, stuff that I don't use regularly, put it up there, up yonder, and then yeah, try to load as much from here to here as I can. Maybe scoot this shelf over and take this little squat rack, workout rack, whatever, and put it over there. So yeah, that's the game plan. Oh, and then before I start even doing that, I start putting some shelving in here. This doesn't have to be crazy strong or whatever. Just gonna take some screws and kind of toenail them in there, and then get some other ones and run them across, put a little ledger against this wall or something. So yeah, that's where we're at so far. Slow and steady wins the race. All right, we'll be back in a sec. Welcome back, gang. We're just about done. Uh, as you can see, I have a shelf, and man, check this out. Granted, I'm still clearing out some things. I don't know what I want to. Well, we got to keep the microphone by my face. Hold on, team. What we're gonna do is set you down for a second and put this microphone on my shirt. Here, you know what, assistant? Would you mind holding that? I got my bitches and hoes doing work for me. Okay, put that there. That makes a little more sense. Okay, so this cabinet, it's kind of nice. I got it on little rolly wheels right now. It's kind of nice to be able to like put the saw in there and roll it around, but it takes up a lot of space. So I don't know. But for now, that's gonna stay. Got to figure out a place for the sawhorses. Got to sell the fridge. Working on getting the title for the bike. We got the gym equipment set up here. It still leaves like plenty of space for working on miscellaneous projects. That trying to figure out what I want to do for an actual project next to entertain you people. But you can see here, framed it all out with 2x4s. I mostly just used deck screws to hold some of these in place, but some of them also have lag bolts. And then you can see underneath it's lag bolted to the studs in the wall. Ignore that duct tape. That's where I cut a hole to make sure I had wood studs in the wall. Framed out some shelves here. Cleaning supplies in there. Still plenty of room over the washer and dryer. I may in the future end up doing like a drop down layer in here, but just like half maybe. And that way we can put like laundry detergent stuff and whatnot up there. I don't know. My wife's a tiny lady, so I don't know if she'll be able to reach up there. But yeah, we gained a lot of space. And realistically, there's some crap up there I could throw away. These pumps for the paddle boards. I got an electric pump. I don't need those. Crab trap can probably come down and go over by the boats, but I got to clean that area up. That'll probably be the next. Here's my thoughts. I think the next set of projects is going to end up being like some outdoor curb appeal kind of stuff. Working on some of the gardens in the house, the boat area and whatnot. So yeah, and then here's the final. This is still a little bit of a mess. Just miscellaneous cleaning and whatnot, but cleaning supplies for cars, boats, and stuff. The weed eater and the blower are gonna go once I redo the shed. Again, more cleaning supplies and whatnot. And then over there is some of the boat stuff up top, and then saws and extra lumber and stuff and generator and whatnot down below. So I appreciate you guys tagging along for this fun little project. It's always something fun to do. I'm gonna try to stay pretty consistent with posting, but this shit's expensive, man. Lumber ain't cheap. So I think that's basically it for now. Maybe I'll do like a little short in the future once I start kind of figuring out what the next thing is, the next home improvement renovation project. That's it. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you see all the cool shit that pops up that I do and whatever. Yeah, that's it. C Murph signing out.